What NBA stars really think about Caitlin Clark.
Girls hating on Caitlin Clark. Y'all petty girls.
It's going to be great for her because she's a great talent. She seems like a great gal.
She can shoot it better than me.
Caitlin Clark is the biggest name in the WNBA. And it's no surprise that almost everyone in basketball has something to say about her and the impact she's made on women's basketball. While some current and former WNBA players may not be thrilled with all the attention she receives, NBA players have openly praised her incredible talent. Clark's journey to stardom began in college, where she constantly shattered records and made deep shots that reminded fans of Stephen Curry. She became the highest-scoring player in women's college basketball history, and even passed Pete Maravich's all-time NCAA scoring record, something many believed would never happen. When Clark scored 49 points against Michigan during her senior season to break the women's record, Shaquille O'Neal called her the greatest female college basketball player ever.
Apparently you are.
Yeah, but she's incredible. Congratulations to her and her family.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is I'm just seeing her last year. I'm going to go on the record and say she's the best female collegiate player ever.
Ever? Cheryl Miller,
Ever.
Maya Moore.
I said what I said. Ever.
Diana Taurasi.
I said what I said.
Charles Barkley quickly responded to Shaq's opinion by mentioning legends like Maya Moore, Cheryl Miller, and Diana Taurasi. His point was understandable because, despite Clark's incredible records, she never won a national championship in college. Even though Barkley doesn't rank her as the greatest women's college player ever, he fully recognizes everything she's done for the WNBA. He believes it's unfair for some WNBA players to criticize Clark when she's played such a huge role in helping the league grow since being drafted.
Hey, LeBron, you're 100% right on these girls hating on Caitlin Clark. Y'all petty girls. Y'all should be thanking that girl for getting y'all ass private charters, all the money and visibility she bringing to the WNBA. Don't be petty like dude.
Barkley believes Clark has become the WNBA's biggest financial asset and someone who can completely change the future of the league. LeBron James understands what it feels like to enter a league surrounded by massive expectations and constant criticism because he experienced it himself. He shared his thoughts on everything Clark has faced since joining the WNBA and explained that she should stay focused on her game instead of listening to critics. LeBron also said he believes Caitlin is smart, mature, and talented enough to completely transform a struggling franchise.
I'm glad that Caitlin has a great head on her shoulder. She seems like it. I don't think I've ever met her. I don't think I've met her before, but it seems like everything is going to be great for her because she's a great talent. She seems like a great gal. I hope she turns that franchise around to where, Tamika Catchings had it at one point.
When people talk about Clark's talent, she's often compared to Stephen Curry. While Sabrina Ionescu impressed everyone by nearly beating Curry in a three-point contest, the truth is that no women's player besides Clark consistently shoots from the same distance and with the same confidence as Curry. Her game includes many of the same qualities, including pulling up from several feet beyond the three-point line and forcing defenses to guard her the moment she crosses half-court. Curry himself has praised Clark's scoring ability, saying she brings something unique because she can confidently shoot from almost anywhere. He also admires her willingness to test her range every game, believing no shot is too difficult for her from 35 feet away. Even when her shot isn't falling, the way she stretches defenses creates opportunities for her teammates.
Her range, her three-point shooting overall, her flair for testing her range every night and knowing that the other team's going to try to take it away. And she's fearless. No shot is a bad shot, and when you can shoot it as well as she can. She just adds another element of surprise that you can't really game plan for because it's so kind of just unseen. And once she crosses half court, she's within her range. It's always a threat. Biggest thing is how she balances that and her playmaking.
Curry has also said that Clark's quick release and natural style of playing remind him of himself. And considering that Steph is widely viewed as the greatest shooter ever, his opinion carries plenty of weight when it comes to recognizing elite shooting talent.
Somebody break down the release time, which is pretty much identical to mine. And then her just confidence, you can't help but watch when she plays, where she's shooting from, the range, the confidence, the flair, she's a...
Luka Doncic shares several similarities with Clark because he's known as a high-scoring player who also rebounds well and creates opportunities for teammates. Many people have compared Clark's college numbers with Luka's NBA production, but Doncic has openly admitted that Clark is actually the better shooter between the two.
She wouldn't let that ball fly. I watched a little bit, but then I had to do some treatment. But it was amazing. I watched the first half, but she got to go in the second half, so I didn't watch that. She could shoot it better than me.
Although Luka isn't known for perfect shooting mechanics, he's still capable of making incredibly difficult shots from long range. Even so, he believes Clark's shooting is on another level. But her special talent didn't begin in the WNBA or even during college. Years earlier, Kevin Durant watched Clark play in an AAU tournament and immediately noticed she was operating at a completely different speed than everyone else. Durant said it looked like everyone else was moving slowly, while Clark controlled every part of the game. What impressed him most was how she directed everything on the court. The ball was always in her hands. Everyone played through her, and Durant realized right then that she was the best young female basketball player in the country.
And she's displaying some skill, and she's moving fast. It looked like everybody on that court is way slower than her when she get into her stuff. I remember watching her when she was a summer going into her senior year. I was in Chicago for her, but she was always leading that. She always had the ball in her hands. Everybody was playing off of her. She just commanded the whole game. She is nice. It was like, oh, she's the best player in the country.
Durant has remained a strong supporter of Clark ever since. When she led Iowa to the Final Four, he praised the way she completely changed the team's offense by creating space and making everyone around her better. He also believed her basketball IQ and overall skill level were far beyond what most players her age possessed, because she could do everything on the floor and consistently made the correct decisions whenever defenses focused on stopping her. Durant understands how much easier scoring becomes when defenders are forced to worry about another superstar, just like he experienced while playing alongside Stephen Curry with the Golden State Warriors.
Clark, what she's doing, taking that mob out to the Final Four.
Yeah, she's just playing a great game. She's getting her teammates involved. And they got so many shooters. I watched them play Louisville, and the way they moved the ball and played off of her was just perfect. They all got an opportunity to shine. Incredible. She's advanced, man. She could do a lot out there, and she's making the right plays. She can draw so much attention, and she's just baiting the defense in. I'll still make a cross-court pass. Just like, that's just muscle memory. I work on this every day.
As one of the top college players of the past decade, Trae Young knows what it's like to hear people question whether your game will succeed at professional level. He proved those critics wrong and became one of the NBA's best offensive players. He also sees many similarities between himself and Clark, because both can score from anywhere and completely control the game with the ball in their hands. Young explained that Clark is so difficult to defend because she doesn't rely only on her long-range shooting. While everyone talks about her deep threes, he believes her ability to attack the basket, beat defenders off the dribble, and finish around the rim is just as important. Trae pointed out that her finishing ability keeps defenders guessing since they're already worried about taking away her outside shot.
40 and 12, like scoring and then getting everybody involved. What she's doing is unbelievable. At the beginning of the game, she was just driving to the basket. She was getting layup after layup. And so at some point, the defender that's guarding her way out on the perimeter because they don't want her to shoot threes is going to sag off and be like, okay, I'm just going to stop. I'm not going to let her just keep driving by me. She was dribbling with her left, and then she was using her hang dribble just to read if she was going to be able to blow by her defender or not. And she was just doing step backs and side steps and dribbling in the lane, dribbling back out, and then shooting threes. But it started with her getting to the basket, getting some layups, getting easy ones, getting some and ones to start the game. Like, you could tell that she had a plan on what she was doing all night.
Once Clark starts driving to the basket and finishing consistently, everything else in her game becomes even more dangerous. Her attacks force defenses to react and completely change the flow of the game. If defenders focus on stopping her drives, her three-point shots become available. If they guard her outside shooting, she can easily get to the rim. And if they try to stop both, her teammates end up with open opportunities. Many people compare this style only to Stephen Curry, but they often forget that Trae Young creates the same kind of problems for defenses. He's arguably an even stronger driver because of his ability to draw fouls and create easy looks for teammates. That's why Young understands why Clark is so difficult to guard. Even though she's experienced some rookie struggles similar to Young and many NBA stars early in their careers, she's already brought tremendous excitement to basketball fans in Indiana. Pacers star Tyrese Haliburton was thrilled when the Fever selected Clark because he knew she would energize Indianapolis.
I'm excited for her to be here. I think it brings a lot of excitement to the city, and a city with a lot of young talent already as it is, and adding her, she's one of the faces of women's basketball, and for her to be here and under the same roof, I think is really exciting for me, and I think a lot of people in our organization. And just look forward to, watching her grow throughout the process, watching her get better. Looking forward to actually being able to cheer for her now. Now she's with the good guys.
Clark became an all-star during her rookie season with the Fever, but one decision that upset many people was USA Basketball leaving her off the Olympic roster. Even though she's the most recognizable player in women's basketball, Team USA didn't reserve a spot for her, despite the opportunity to help grow the sport worldwide with Clark representing the United States in Paris. Kevin Durant and Paul Pierce both criticized the decision, saying USA Basketball missed a major opportunity. They understand how politics and seniority can influence selections, but they also believe growing the sport should be a priority, and no female basketball player currently has a bigger global following than Clark.
Pete, man, what's your view on Shorty getting left off the Olympic team?
Just thought it was a bad move.
Me too, yo.
Whether you like it or not, this is an opportunity. Now, the U.S. said, they came out and said,
Yeah, she ain't had enough reps.
Well, it don't matter. I don't care what the reps is, and I don't care how political this is. Yeah, it's politics. Yep, it sure is.
It's a new wave that is here, and it's got a major blockage on it, man. Listen, to everybody out here, bro, we're not fighting over the pie that's been established. The ideal is to grow the pie. That's what we're trying to do here. And now we're 4 years behind for not putting these girls on the team. Bro, man, didn't that not only drop the ball, but it set us back, bro? What you mean reps? This girl plays basketball and has played basketball against every type of defense, defender, the best that the female has. She's seen it. You hear what I'm saying?
Kevin Garnett also believes Clark's impact is helping women's basketball reach a new level. He said that when opponents become extra physical and constantly target you, whether because of jealousy or another reason, it's a sign that you're changing the sport. Garnett believes having a target on your back is actually a compliment because it means your opponents respect and fear what you can do. He thinks many people in the WNBA won't admit it, but it's becoming clear that players recognize how dangerous Clark can be. Garnett made similar comments about Clark's rival Angel Reese, who has also received rough treatment from opponents. Magic Johnson also joined the discussion after Jimmy Kimmel compared Clark and Reese to Magic and Larry Bird. Magic loved the comparison because he believes both players are transforming women's basketball the same way he and Bird changed the NBA. He also said he experienced similar treatment early in his career because veteran players often dislike seeing younger stars receive more attention and money. Magic finished by saying Clark's best answer to all the criticism is simple: play better, become great, and prove herself through her performance. 13. This may be the biggest challenge of Clark's career so far. She's earning millions of dollars and is easily the most popular player in women's basketball, but she still has to keep improving to show she's worthy of all the attention. Right now, players like Aya Wilson, Breanna Stewart, Nafisa Collier, and Sabrina Ionescu are ahead of her. But if Clark continues working on her game and follows LeBron's advice by blocking out the outside noise and staying focused on getting better, she'll be in a great position for the future.
Once in a while I dream. Once in a while I think of you. I reminisce on days gone by when you and I were new. Once in a while I dream, hoping that you. Once in a while I dream. Once in a while I think of you. I reminisce on days gone by when you and I were new. Once in a while I dream, hoping that you.